All right, hello and welcome to edition number 2, Yeshiva's YouTube Yeshiva. We're trying to figure out which one comes first, Yeshiva YouTube or YouTube Yeshiva. Tell me what you think in the comments below. We're going to start today. This is going to be with Ben Sion, which is how my Daf Yom Shir originally started. We just started just 8-minute Ian on the Daf. I don't have a guest speaker for today, so I'm going to fill that void. We're going to start today with the Gemara in Yud Katan Beis, a very interesting Gemara. The Mishnah says, "Be'elu koser Moed kiddushin nashim." In Yud Katan Beis, it says that you're allowed to write a shtar kiddushin. Amar Shmuel, the Gemara says, "Mutar la'aris isha b'chol hashamoed." There's a reason you're allowed to get engaged on Chol Hamoed. Shema yikad minu acher. Why? Because if you don't get engaged to her on Chol Hamoed, someone else might swoop in and take her from you. The Gemara then asks the question later on in the Gemara. The Gemara says, towards the middle of the Gemara, Amar Shmuel, mi Amar Shmuel, Hashem yikamenu achar, Amar Rav Yehuda, Amar Shmuel, b'chol yom yom baskal yotzis v'ameres bas ploni ploni, sada the ploni ploni. The Gemara says it's preordained in Shamayim. As the Gemara continues, the Gemara is a raya from Torah Nevi'im and Ksuf. It's preordained marriage. Who you're going to marry, you can't affect it. What do you worry about someone else taking her? So the Gemara answered, what did Shmuel mean? It means that someone else will precede you with his davening. So what does that mean exactly? Ki had the Rava, like the case of Rava. He was asking him, he wanted a certain woman, his high school sweetheart, he wanted to marry her, and she went off to seminary and she became frum, and he wanted to marry her anyway, even though he didn't become frum. But he liked the girl. I'm making that up. So Shmuel heard this. He said, you shouldn't daven like that. Rava said that. Sorry, Rava said you shouldn't daven like that. If she's the one for you, she won't leave you. If you low kafarta b'Hashem, you deny the existence of Hashem. Here the same person in davening. I'm following Rashi's explanation. Either I meaning someone else is going to daven, Ihu limus mikama, he should die before her, or tamus mikame, or she should die before him. So Rabbi said to him, based on that tefillah that we see from here, you shouldn't. We're worried about someone's going to daven for. What does that mean exactly in the Gemara over here? So the way our scroll explains Rashi over here is that we're afraid that somebody else is going to daven against you. Meaning, you're right. Someone else can't take away your wife, your potential wife. But if you are not ma'aris on Chol Hamoed and you wait till after Chol Hamoed, that gives more time to someone else who's a suitor. Someone else wants to marry your wife, and he can give a curse to you. He can say, if this guy's going to marry her, so then either he should die first, or she should die first. So, the potential suitor should die first. I don't want to see her marrying the other person. Or she should die first. I don't want to see the other couple get engaged, the other couple get married. I don't want to see that. So therefore, and that tefillah, according to Rashi, would be effective, and it could cause either himself to die first or the woman to die first. According to Rashi, it seems that the tefillah is effective. Tefillah has an effect. You can't change who Hashem ordains that you should marry, but you could have an effect either to kill yourself, you should die first, or the woman should die first. Your tefillah could affect that. I would like to offer a different explanation over here. Wittau was in the room, Rosh Kol here, but he did not want to participate in today's Yeshiva's YouTube, so it would force me to fill the void, take over. I don't know if he's going to like what I'm going to say about now, but I want to say over here, I personally believe that the point of tefillah, of rachamim, is not, you can't change anything with your tefillah. I think everything in the world really is preordained. What the purpose of tefillah is that to help you have machav in your thoughts, machav in your decisions, to make you have a clarity in your mind what you are going for, what the right decision you're about to make is, which direction you want to go in. And that's the purpose of tefillah, to have time to think about it and time to ask Hashem in order for you yourself to have clarity of which direction to go in. And maybe that's what the Gemara is saying over here. Shema Yikamenu Acher Barachamim is saying that if you wait till after Chol Moed and you're not Ma'arish on Chol Moed, then you're going to start davening. You're going to start davening that you're going to think that someone else might take her, right? Because even though a person, we know the Gemara says that it's preordained, but you might think someone else might take her. People are always nervous, so you'll daven that somebody else should die. You shouldn't see her marrying somebody else. You'll daven for that, and when you daven for that, you're denying, like the Gemara says, kafarta Hashem. You're denying the truth, because really Hashem does ordain marriage, and He does ordain who's going to get married to who, and your tefillah is going to be a tefillah which is a tefillah in vain. Tefillah spatal. The Gemara says in brachos, you're not supposed to daven tefillah. It's in vain. You're going to have the misconception of what the concept of tefillah is. If you wait too long, so you're going to think that your tefillah, that one person should die before someone else takes her, is effective or not effective, is effective. And because you'll think it's effective, you'll have a misconception of what the purpose of tefillah is. And that's why he says, kafarta Hashem. You deny the existence of Hashem. Hashem ordains everything. Everything is predetermined in the world. All we can do is make decisions, as I said many times, I have a share in Megillah on free will. The purpose of this world is to make the right decision. That's the only thing we have. We have the koach to make a decision. We can't really affect anything. Surely with the tefillos, we can't affect anything, but we can gain clarity in our decisions and make the right decision. Ultimately, that's where we were judged. We'll make the right decisions or not make the right decisions. I hope you enjoyed today's share. See you tomorrow. Bye.